What's up, campers? My name is Srogeee, and as you can see, I'm not in the wilderness today. I'm sorry, but Mother Nature was so fierce in the last couple of weeks. She made August very cold and I was not able to go outside. I'm sorry, but hey, there is no Friday without a Srogeee video, so let's jump into the things that I carry with myself when I go for a hike. In the first section we're going to be talking about clothes. In my upper body I always have this running t-shirt which is really easy to dry. I also got my jacket, which is a 3-layered water and wind repellent fabric protecting me against rain and storm. I also have my hiking trousers, which has a lower section that can be removed if the weather is very hot outside. On my feet I'm wearing these pretty thick hiking socks. Very good. I always carry with myself some spare clothes. So I got myself a spare t-shirt in case the other one was too wet to be able to wear it anymore. And I got a pair of socks as a spare in case I step into water like creeks or lakes. And for just to be safe, I got a pair of underwear in case I get so scared that I poop my pants. And the last item that I consider clothing is the good old tube cloth. This scarf is protecting me against wind, against cold weather, and against insects crawling into my nostrils or my ears while I'm sleeping. So these are all the stuff that I consider clothes. Let's keep going. I got several Bear Grylls items. I'm sure you've seen them on the videos. Let's go through them one by one. The first thing that I always carry with me is the water bottle. This one has a built-in cup that I can use making my breakfast oatmeal or give some water to Nofi. And I got the actual water bottle, which both go into this case that I can strap around my waist. Let's talk about the big boy. I know you're curious about this one. This is a Bear Grylls parang. It's very useful when I go outside to chop down trees or to cut some firewood or just to do some landscaping to have myself a nice camping spot. The survival knife is the ultimate survival knife. I use it every hike where I go. This one is used to do spears, to sharpen the tips, and it can be used for several other things. Like it has a very tough ending to be able to use it as a pommel. It has 2 holes to make it easy to tie it to a branch and use it as a spear. This sheath also has several useful items like this fire steel here. But also on the back side of the sheath there is a sharpener here that I can use to sharpen my knife in case it goes blunt. And for the last Bear Grylls item that I carry with me is this real small foldable knife that I use when I'm preparing my food. Let's get ready and fill up the backpack. So I got this 40-liter backpack which has several pockets. I'm always preparing a first aid kit which consists of 2 bandages, several band-aids in case I get any cuts or bruises, and also I got this tick removing pen, which is very useful because on the first hike I removed 6 ticks from my skin. Several from my legs, one from my bicep and one from my chest. So I'm putting this here to be very handy and very close to me. I also got this army knife, which has several useful tools inside. When I have enough space in my backpack and it's not that heavy yet, I'm always putting this in just to be sure that I'm really ready for anything. What about lighting? I got several lights. I got this headband light, which I can put to my forehead to be able to see what I'm doing in the darkness. I also got myself this string light to have a little bit more light around the camp. And of course, I got my camping light, which basically is a key light when I'm outside in the wilderness to light up my face when I'm recording. These are all the lights that I carry with me when I go for a hike. But Srogeee, what about when you don't expect the rain but it comes anyway? Very good question, my friend. What do I do when there is unexpected rain? Well, I got some items to protect me and my gear from getting too wet. You might be laughing, but this is a trash bin bag. I can fit all my stuff and all my gear into and then tie the end, and now, boom, we got a waterproof bag. The next item is this giant blanket. It's water repellent and you have seen me use it in my second trip. It's protecting me and the whole hammock against rain, so it's very useful when it's raining outside. I got this pretty basic raincoat. It will be protecting me against unexpected rain. But where do these fit? Let's see how can I put these away. Alright, let's continue. What do I use when I'm in the kitchen? A nice plastic plate. It's very light. It has some scratches on it already, but who cares? I got this kitchen cloth to wipe my hands during the preparation of the food. I got my silverware, and of course I got the food. I got my oatmeal, I got the instant soup, and I got the good old coffee. So these are going to the kitchen area. But of course, I need a container for the drink and for the soup, so I got this stainless steel mug that I always use when I go outside. And moreover than that, I got a banana, which is always in my backpack. Okay, let's put them away. Oh, and I almost forgot. I always got a spare bottle of water. Okay, Srogeee, but what about the hygiene? You look like a guy who don't like to be smelly, even in the wilderness. Yeah, my friends. For this, I got this deodorant. I use it because I just can't stand to smell my own armpits. And I got this disinfectant spray which I use to disinfect my hands before I do any of the dinner or breakfast. And in case I get any cuts, splinters or anything, bruise, I'm always using it to disinfect it. Okay, Srogeee, what else do you have? My friends, this is a very easy question. The basic and most inevitable item that I bring with me is the hammock. This hammock saved my life so many times when I was outside. It has some spare ropes in it in case the two trees are too far away from each other and I need to have an extended cord to be able to fix it. I also got myself this nice blanket what I always use when I go outside to have a nice camping area. The backpack is coming together, but there are several items that I need to be putting away before I go. What about the electronics? You carry a lot of cameras, aren't you? Yes, my friend, that's right. I carry a lot of cameras, basically 4 of them. I got this action camera from DJI, it's a DJI Action 2 for POV shots and underwater or just sporty shots. I got this headband to achieve the POV look of the footage, which I always put to my forehead. I got the DJI Pocket 2 for stabilized shots and for vlog type shots and footage. And I also got in this protective case my drone, with which I go and do the aerial shots. It has the controller in it and has some spare batteries for the currently functioning DSLR camera. And for the drone, I'm using this power bank in which you can find the batteries for the drone, but this one also functions as a charging station for my other cameras. But where do I get power if they run out? Well, my friends, I got this solar panel. I showed you this on my second trip. These are powering up this power module, which is used for all the other equipment. Okay, it looks like we ran out of space inside, so let's populate the outer side of the backpack and the outer pocket. I carry these 2 items. Some napkins for starting the fire, wiping my hands or nose, blowing my nose, or wiping my other areas. And I'm also carrying this map to be able to be prepared for the landscape that I'm going to visit. So these all go to the small pocket in the front. But as you can see, I have still some items around me that I need to put away. First, let me tell you about these net bolts. These are tough enough to withhold my weight, so it's very nice when I'm trying to tie the hammock to the trees. It's make it faster, easier and more secure. As a backup, I got this rope, which I always use when I want to hang my stuff up in order to avoid ants, insects, bears or foxes sniffing around it. One more thing, when I want to tie something, I always carry with me some strings which I can use for maybe tying together small branches or something like that. I haven't used it in any of my trips so far, but stay tuned, I might use it soon. And one more essential thing and we're done, is the sleeping bag. I got these rubber strings here, so I pull these out, fit the sleeping bag inside them, and then we're ready to roll, baby. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and then subscribe to my channel if you want to see how I use these. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time, hopefully in the wilderness. Bye, campers!